my name is Natasha Johnson, and I am interviewing Colin on global warming. I just have three quick questions to ask you,
Alrighty.
and just answer them as best as you can. They're basically really opinion questions, anyway. Okay, so the first question is, what do you know about global warming and its impact on our planet?
Well, when it comes to global warming, that's like greenhouse gases and stuff like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Emissions and stuff like that, getting the ozone, trap, heat and stuff like that. So I guess that's pretty much all I know about global warming in general.
So, how do you think it's affecting the planet?
It changes weather patterns, stuff like that. I know like people talk about like ice shelves melting and stuff like that, water levels rising, just changing different weather and stuff like that, I guess.
Okay. The second question is, do you think it's possible to restore our environment to a safe ecological balance?
I don't think any damage done is unreversible, but it would take like a lot of effort. People have to figure out different ways to use renewable energy, stuff that's not gonna be as harmful to our environment, and they've gotta be like dedicated to it too, like not like weak stuff either. So.
Okay, so what do you think students here at CAU or in the AUC can do to help the environment?
I mean, the usual stuff like that they always talk to you about in class, like recycle, you know what I'm saying? Don't put bad stuff into whatever it is. I really don't have like an initial like plan or anything like that, but I guess recycle stuff, don't use as much gas as you do now or something like that, just stuff like that. So
Okay, so in attempt to not use as much gas, do you think something like maybe carpooling for students that live off campus would be more sufficient?
oh, for sure. If you put 4 people in a car instead of 4 people driving 4 individual cars, that's less emissions. So I guess carpooling would be a good solution.
Do you think that would be something that the students here in the AUC would be interested in doing to help the environment?
I mean, I don't see why not.
Okay, thank you. That is all of my questions. Thank you for your time.
It's no problem.
Hey, so we're back and we're interviewing.
With Vaughn Madison.
And I just have 3 quick questions to ask.
Okay.
Okay, so the first question will be, what do you know about global warming and its effects on our planet?
Alright, so what I know about global warming, I believe it's caused from heavy levels of like pollution and radiation, and from the gas and oil that people use, different cars that people drive, and things like that.
Okay, and what do you think the effects it has on our planet?
I believe that's the reason why when it comes to like the weather forecast in certain states, especially like in northern states where it's pretty much always cool, like around this time of the year, it's still like, still warm out. When you look at certain places like Antarctica, we look at how the glaciers are melting, just animal populations, so a whole lot of things.
Okay. So, do you think it's possible to restore our environment to a safe ecological balance?
I do. I just believe it's a collective thing. We would have to change our everyday way of living, the way that your average person lives on a daily basis. Like everyone contributes to global warming, even myself. So like I said, I believe it's definitely a collective effort, and people can come together. More like safety environment programs, coming into play, people becoming a part of that, yeah.
So what do you think students here at CAU could do to improve it? You mentioned coming together and doing environmental plans and changing your everyday way of life. So what would be some examples of things that you could change?
Well, even like how I mentioned the safety environment programs, like if a group of students came together and said, hey, they come to CAU, and they tell the staff here at CAU, like, hey, I want to start a safety environment program. And basically, that could be insofar as having more recycling bins, set up on campus, or even though this probably wouldn't be likely to happen, you could say that since it's a private campus, they pretty much could do like what they want to do. So they could say that they don't want cars that I guess run off of regular fuel, you know. No, hold up, scratch that. Yeah, we're gonna do that part over. But yeah, that's like I said, though, it's pretty much a collective thing though. More safety environment programs. Yeah, but it's something that everyone has to want to do, you know, like even from like smoking, that contributes to pollution. A lot of people smoke. Like I said, people drive their cars, you know, a lot of people use gas on a daily basis, so definitely have to change the way of living. I feel like, you know, to start it.
Okay, and I have one more question. So with all the recent storms and hurricanes and things that we've been having in different parts of the world, what do you think is contributing to that?
Hurricanes? That's an interesting question. I believe that's especially like with the consistency of like the hurricanes, like what was it, Irma first, and that's what was the one following that.
It was Harvey first.
It was Harvey first,
then Irma,
right?
the Jose, Maria.
Yeah, I definitely
else.
believe that's like global warming playing a big fact in those hurricanes. You know, the sea levels rising. I think that's too a result from like those glaciers melting.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, at the rate that we going, you know, it's already more water on this earth than it is land. So, you know, with that like overflow, it's everybody can like flood to death, like, you know, from the global warming. You don't want that to happen though. It's like, yeah, where we live in, we be, you feel me, no. Like, yeah.
Okay, that's all the questions that I have. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
I really appreciate it.
All right.